Hey guys, the Bearded Bride Piper here. I'm going to make this video real fast. I've kind of neglected YouTube, my channel, and I apologize for that. I can't recall the last time I made the video, but I knew it was a while back. So I'm going to just get to the point, not make this super long. For the ones that want to know where I've been, how I'm doing, how's my health, so on and so forth. Basically, I have good news. My last checkup was not so good news. It was basically my nodules had grown, and the doctor had upped my medication, said in another 6 months we'll check it out, do an ultrasound, see how that does. And I also took it upon myself to do some other things naturally, because I'm not a big fan of the medication. I like to keep things mostly natural as much as I can. So, I did some investigation, joined a page on Facebook that, not hundreds but thousands of people with thyroid issues, were throwing all these pointers out and stuff like that of things I needed to get checked out that a lot of times the doctors neglect to even, have tests ran. Which really shocked me because, you would think they would run these tests knowing that there could be underlying issues causing this, like what I'm going through. And there was. And I think all it really boils down to, and, some people will be like, oh, don't talk like that, or some people agree with me is that, big pharma is all for the money. You know, put a band-aid on it. Other words, you know, temporarily make you better, but make you keep coming back. So you have to spend more and more money. Obviously, I have to go back every 6 months. In this case, not until a year, which is, where I'm getting to right now is the good news. The nodules, after 6 months of doing some natural stuff and on top of the medication I am on, they have shrunk tremendously, which was a huge relief on me and my wife. And I couldn't be more thankful to God, you know, um, and everyone that prayed for me kept me in their thoughts. I know it wasn't, a really big deal. A lot of people deal with this. Nodules are common, most of the time they're benign, but sometimes they can be cancerous, which, you know, I don't like to say I'm afraid, but I like to have high anxiety about that, thinking about that. Um, I think it's just being human. But basically, good news, guys. Nodules have shrunk. I just gotta keep up on what I'm doing. I gotta lose some more weight, obviously, just because that's something I know I need to do. Eat healthier again. The pipe smoking. I might keep it to a minimum of, one pipe maybe every 2 weeks or special occasions. I'm not gonna do it every day. I'm not gonna smoke twice a day like I was. Um, you know, it just I gotta look out for my health. And as much as I love pipe smoking, and collecting pipes, which I still could do that, um, it's not worth my health. Some people are like, "Oh, just suck it up," or you know, who cares? You only live once. Exactly, But I'm not saying I'm quitting. Um, Occasionally. Um, so that's what's going on. And I said I was gonna keep this video and short to the point. Really, there's no other thing I can really think of. I know that my ferritin is a little bit still on the high side. Yeah, ferritin's high, and I think my iron's fine. So vitamin D is fine. Those are the supplements I'm taking. So Anyway, I can never remember if I'm repeating myself. But other words, just been staying busy, going. Me and my wife have been going to a lot of concerts. Actually, that came to an end just last month in November. All summer long, I've been going to concerts because she said she hadn't been in concerts in a while last year. I think it was February. So I took it upon myself to spoil her and go to a whole lot of concerts. And we seen a lot of them. I don't even remember. Probably 7 or 8. And, we're taking a break now. Thank goodness. Because the driving, the hotels, dealing with the pups, and they're not cheap. And I'm more and more becoming a homebody, really. Don't get me wrong, I still want to travel. Next year, we're actually going on a cruise. Actually, next Christmas, after Christmas, I think we're going to go to, what is that? Oh, the Caribbean, Virgin American Island, or whatever that is, with her family. So that'd be fun. I have been out of the country twice to Puerto Rico. So this would be the third time I've been out of the country. On a boat, though. This would be the first time on a ship that I've been, period, out on the ocean. That would be fun. The experience. I really hope, I don't get motion sickness. I don't typically get motion sickness. I've been on plenty of boats, float trips, fishing, staying out on docks. So I don't know. I hope I know it's probably a whole different story out there on the ocean, especially if it gets rough. I really hope I don't get sick. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes in a year. So yeah, we got our hands full with preparing for that. We gotta get our, I gotta get our passports, and I forget what else we all have to do. Anyway, yeah. And we got a new pup on the way. We got to pick up December 27th. It's a Boston Terrier. We're really excited to get him and, welcome him into our little family. If y'all didn't know, we have a teacup, a Chihuahua, a regular Chihuahua, and a pug. And they all are balls of joy. Furry balls of joy. Anyway. Well, guys, I'm gonna get off here. Hope you all are smoking pipes, smoking cigars, and enjoying life. And Bearded by Prepper signing out.